90s run and also co-created The Anti-Hero. So joining us live now is the comic legend himself, Todd McFarlane. Todd, thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Sure.
So, yeah, Venom has certainly evolved since you created him 30 years ago and has now appeared in 3 major films. We saw him in Spider-Man 3 and then exclusively in Venom of 2018, and now Venom, Let There Be Carnage. What do you think about his look and how he's changed from your original inception of him?
My original design was he was way bigger than a human. He was almost like the Incredible Hulk, right? And the reason for that was he had plenty of enemies that were about his size, humanoid, and I wanted to make something really big and massive. The first time he appeared in Spider-Man 3, they didn't really make him very big, I didn't think, and he was a bad guy. And now the last couple movies, they've gone to a way bigger presence with him physically, and he's sort of anti-hero, if you will.
Yeah, but kind of the anti-hero good guy, right? At least compared to Carnage, which we will get to in just a second. Now, Todd, you're pretty much a self-proclaimed perfectionist. It took you countless hours to perfect your drawing of Spawn, which you created when you were just 16. And I read from previous interviews that if you could change something about Venom today, it would be to not make his teeth so white. So can you explain why?
Yeah, because he's a monster, and monsters don't usually have regular appointments with the dentist, right? So if you look at your dog, right, or to pull it back, or a wolf, right, the teeth yellow a little bit just by being out there in nature. But anyways, he's got good teeth whiteners. I would have made him a little more grungy.
Yeah,
that's a minor point. It's a minor point.
Yeah, I'm definitely jealous of his teeth. I could use a whitening myself, especially because I'm on TV. Your teeth look pretty white, though. Now let's talk about Carnage. So this is an evil symbiote who latches onto the body of serial killer Cletus Cassidy, played by Woody Harrelson. I didn't think there could be a creature scarier looking or more grotesque than Venom, but clearly Hollywood always knows how to go bigger and scarier. Are you happy with Woody Harrelson's portrayal of Carnage?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they got 2 top actors in obviously Tom Hardy and Woody Harrelson. The thing is that at the beginning when I created the visual look of Venom, he was the bad guy, right? So you had Spider-Man and you had the bad guy, and they would clash and be good versus evil. Once they moved Venom over to the sort of the hero column, then all of a sudden you were minus that super bad guy. And so they went, uh-oh, now we got to come up with somebody even nastier than Venom, because Venom was sort of halfway in between, right? He'll bite your head off. So they said, uh-oh, we got to take him, and now we have to do essentially Venom on steroids, and that ends up being Carnage.
Yeah, and Todd, you came to stardom at a time when artists really didn't have too much autonomy in terms of breaking out or becoming a star. They couldn't really break out like you can today with the social media platforms and self-publishing. And yet you left Marvel and created Image Comics with a group of other artists in 1992. What's your advice to aspiring comic illustrators and writers today?
Just try and find your platform anywhere. I'm not adverse to anybody working at Marvel or DC. As a matter of fact, I did it, and it's actually a good route. Go there, spend a little bit of time, do Superman, Batman, Hulk, Iron Man, get your name recognition up, and then put yourself in a position where you can now take some of that sort of street cred and move it and go do your own books, right? So, I mean, one of my partners at Image created Deadpool. Another one created The Walking Dead. Right? Another one did Cable. So I did Spawn, and I was doing Spider-Man. So I knew when we started that when they bought Spawn for the very first time, it had nothing to do with Spawn. They just wanted that artist who was doing Spider-Man, and they had to buy the comic book, and then I had to deliver a good product. And Spawn was a character I created in Calgary when I was a kid collecting. So.
Yeah, okay. Well, Todd McFarlane, I wish we had more time to chat about this. I know that you're working on the sequel to the Spawn movie, originally made in 1997, so we'll definitely be looking out for that. But thanks again for joining CP24 Breakfast. Good luck. Take care.
All right, be good.
You too.